70s. We left it there. We left it there so long it turned white. Remember white poop? You don't see white poop anymore. It got white and hard. All right, here we are. Wow, now it's really loud. Yeah.
Oh, hey now.
Hey. Wow. All right, we're live. We're live in the green room at Governor's.
Don't get any liver than
Backstage
this.
doesn't get any liver than this, right? Tony Walker's here.
Hi, guys.
Scotty Baker's here. Tim Gage is over there. And Tony
Hey.
Landolfini is off camera
right.
with a mic in his hand.
Hi.
Look at him. Godfather.
Nice to
sitting in
see
the
you
chair. The Long Island's best comedy fisherman right over there.
Going fishing tomorrow?
Yep. There you go. What are you going to get? Bluegills? What are you going to go get? What are you fishing for?
Bluegills? No,
easy.
fluke.
Going fluking?
Caught nice
All right.
big one Tuesday.
Yeah?
Gotta get
How
another
big?
one. He was about 22.
22
So-
inches?
Or
Yeah.
22 years
Nice.
old. Which,
Both.
Okay.
An inch for
They
each.
got to be 18? They got to be 19? What are they got to be?
19 now.
19 now.
Gotta be 19.
Nice. You
He's
got
22.
You got
Now
it
he's
off the
poop.
beach?
So,
What'd you do? Get it off the beach? You get it off the
got him
boat?
in one of my secret spots out in Hamptons.
Secret, he's got honey holes, he calls it. Yeah, which is a sexual
That has a
thing, which
completely different meaning.
makes
for
me
me.
I don't
wanna
know.
be-
Hey, no, you're out there alone with the fish. I'm not going to ask what you do.
makes me want to be alone with him when I'm fishing with him. There he is. Downey Jr. just walked by. Joe DeVito just walked by. Chris Roach just walked by. It's great being back here behind Governors because you never know what comics are going to come by. There's always places packed with benefit shows. So we're backstage at Governors in the green room, actually next to the green room, doing this show. We're back on the air. We were off for a little while for technical reasons. Tony Walker took care of all of that stuff. All the wires are plugged in. We're on camera live, and here we are. So if you want to call in, they could text us, right?
Well, they can call in. The numbers on the bottom of their screen there if they're watching on Facebook.
We could take phone calls then, right?
We can take
Good.
live
I
phone
want to
calls.
take live phone calls.
Wow, fancy.
Tweet us, text us, whatever you got to do. We got donuts here, and that's it. So I just came from the hospital because I had to visit my father-in-law's in the hospital. He's gonna have
Sorry to hear.
a heart procedure done tomorrow. Oh my God, it's the most. The hospital sometimes is no place to get well, man. It's the most disgusting place. And I had to use the bathroom, and I had to really use the bathroom. I didn't even step in for a second. I had to use the bathroom. And I walked
you really
in.
had to use it?
Yeah. And
Did
I
you have
walked
to use
in-
the bathroom, Joe?
Yeah, and it stunk, right? But I said to myself, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to outstink this stink. I'm going to let my stink take over that.
That's a
other stink
manly
that's in
thing
there.
to do,
You know what I mean?
Joe.
Which is
That's a manly
which
thing
is
to
bad
do.
in a hospital because you don't know who just came in. Like you don't know when you're in a
Yeah, I know.
hospital, you don't know who just came in and did that. It could be a man, a woman, who you don't know what's going on.
I shared a green
and
room
know
with you
things
this
are-
weekend.
That's right, we did. So I think I won. You put enough garlic and stuff in your
But
diet.
the problem with doing that is if you outstink the stink and then someone who of importance walks in the bathroom afterwards, they're going to keep you there for observation. Because if it's that bad, they're going to say, that guy's dying.
Yeah, there's
something
something
going on
that
inside.
bitch should not be
that's-
coming out
That's
of
right.
a
Who knows if it's contagious or not? I don't know.
Exactly.
He needs a
It's not-
vaccination or something.
Yeah.
Not too many
now you get
people-
quarantined.
There's
Yeah.
not too many people of importance to me anymore. You lose that as you get older. You lose the more certain people don't become important anymore.
I'm moving
You know
this
what I mean?
sideways because it's blocking your pretty
It's
face
blocking
on the
my
camera.
face. Oh, you
Yeah.
want to see this? Yeah, that's why. This pretty face is why I don't have enough of an internet presence. Because my wife and my kids. Why don't you put more videos up? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? If I look like Kylie Jenner, I would put more videos up. But I don't even look like Caitlyn Jenner. So this is what you deal with. Who wants to see this?
Well,
What do you
there's-
got? What are you showing me?
That's Colin Quinn
Colin Quinn,
telling the booker
right?
that I farted in the green room.
Show the camera.
I don't know if you get a focus of that, but that's
Colin Quinn showing.
And he
Colin,
was furious at me. He
Really?
Was total, he's like,
He was?
He got mad.
I mean,
really?
the guy that booked the thing, the guy that.
It faded out.
Get on the
Wait,
microphone. We
the-
can't hear you.
The
Right.
Colin was mad that you farted in the
Of
green
course.
room?
Well, he had to smell it too. You know?
Yeah, but I mean, come on,
You
really?
figure just go tell his mother on you since you're,
Yeah, I know, I know.
That's ridiculous.
Well, I'm just
You're
glad
gonna get
to-
I'll
mad.
never grow up. I'll
There
never
was
grow
it
up.
was just you and him, or there was other people?
No,
Or-
I was the only one in the room.
it was you and him, and he got mad 'cause-
Well, he was like,
and ratted you out.
know.
I farted
Well, I mean,
8
the guy
times
came
since
in-
you guys walked in
That's
here.
right.
Is that
See that?
But the
I'm
guy
just
that,
glad that I've been invited on a show that is starting at high.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, Joey always
The
starts it out that
humor,
way.
the highbrowness, because this is where I wanted to be.
It's whatever it is. Anthony Rodia is coming in right now. He's coming in. Hey, buddy, how are you? Come on in. Anthony Rodia, if you can get around Tim Gage, sit over here. That's Tim Gage, Scott Baker. You know Tony Landolfini. And Sally's in the booth. Tony Walker's over here.
What's up? What's up?
So
Lot
we
of
just
fun.
got a Sunday night going back here. Now you're
Oh,
gonna
this is
do
gonna get
you're gonna
interesting.
do
Look at
your
these two
show
guys.
right here from the
steal
studio
a
right
cookie.
after me, right, Anthony?
Yeah, this is really close. I don't
Those
even
are
know.
chewy.
Oh,
those-
look at this. They're getting
Oh my
engaged
God.
over there.
Those are
I think-
chewy
I
cookies.
think
They're
he's
not the hard
pregnant
ones.
now.
Yeah, I know.
All right, it's not the same, right? That's what we were just saying.
Nah, I like the hard ones.
What's going on?
No pun intended.
We just had that discussion in here, though. We were just talking about, do you like chewy or do you like the
Yeah.
hard? I like the hard if I have my milk.
Shot the cookies you're giving over here.
I know, this is like someone baked them and left them out, and who knows, it's all
They're all
chemicals.
chemicals, man. Yeah, sometimes chemicals are good. Listen, I like a good Tate's cookie, and but I like these mushy ones also.
You
But I
said,
like,
Tate's?
yeah.
High five. I love Tate's.
Big fan of the Tates.
Chris Roach
Big
just
fan.
walked by. Here's Chris Roach.
walking
like-
in.
Chris Roach just walked in,
Roach,
grabbing his
hey,
peckers.
do me a favor.
It's like a party here.
Yeah.
Who let this? Can I curse?
Yeah, do me a
Who let
favor.
this fucking gavon in here?
Chris,
What's up, brother? I love you.
we're doing Joey Cola live in the green room of governors.
What's up, Chris? What's going on?
Terry McNeely's floating
You and
around
I-
here, too.
McNeely's too. So listen, I want to tell everybody what just happened. You and I were in the parking lot. We came in, and I said to you, "You doing a set tonight?" He goes, "Yeah, I got this other thing I'm doing. There's like an acting class or something." And I figured, all right, it's like grown-up acting class. You're going to talk to them or whatever because you played Mott on Kevin's show, and you did many acting roles. Anyway, we walk in the back room, and we walk in the hallway, and there's like 20 little kids that are about 3 years old, and they're like, "Chris Roach is here! Oh my God!"
The funniest thing is watching Roach walk among those kids. All you're waiting to hear is him go, fee, fi, fo, fo. Like, he's just
It's like Gulliver's Travels.
One of those little shits kicked me. I was high-fiving him, going down the line, and one of them kicked me.
Kicked you.
you should have ate him.
My cute little fuck.
Should have ate him. Be the fifth one today, probably. What are you doing here next door with those kids?
Well, it's my friend. She has an acting school in Bethpage,
Okay.
Lorient, 3 stage studios, and I was actually co-teaching a class with her.
Yeah.
When I say co-teaching, I mean I watch her teach the class because she's amazing with kids. I was like, I didn't know how to react with these
And you're
kids.
not allowed near them. So.
But what are you teaching
Yeah,
them?
that's true.
Yeah, how did you
you're-
allow
you're teaching them
25
acting?
Well,
feet
it's
of
Suffolk
kids?
County. It's Suffolk.
Oh, it's Suffolk. Oh, okay.
You're teaching
It's always a
them
loophole.
acting? Acting?
I'm watching her teach them acting.
Okay, but are they taking like the Meisner technique? Or
No,
are
it's
they
kind of like a mixture, like a little improv, learn to do monologues. And
Right.
Give
scenes
us an
and stuff
example. Teach us something right now.
We'll talk about putting
Lori,
them on
do
the
that.
spot.
I don't.
What, did he have to memorize scripts and stuff? These
Yeah,
kids?
well, here's the thing.
They do?
These kids would come in, like we give them these like 1-page scenes, and they would come in not off book. And I'm like, if you fucking kids, if this was fucking Joanna Beckson, she'd kick your ass right out of this fucking class.
Hey, I studied
I'm
with
not good
Joanna
with kids.
Beckson. I did 3.5
I'm
years
not
with
good
her.
with kids. I'm not good
Yeah,
with kids.
it was like
It's not a
Joanna
bad
Beckson
thing.
is a great teacher, but
She's
you got to
tough.
be on the ball.
Yeah,
she's
you
worse than
You don't mess around.
yeah.
Very
like,
tough.
Teach at him.
Yeah. At his city.
She's in the city, yeah.
City
And
teacher?
she,
Yeah.
you ever see this show Barry with
She's tough.
with Bill Hader and
Yeah.
Henry Winkler?
Yeah.
Henry Winkler plays like a tough acting teacher, and she's on that level. But you leave that class knowing what you're
Oh,
doing,
absolutely.
and
Oh,
not
yeah,
afraid
absolutely.
to go into any situation. And she changed my stand-up completely. She changed my
Oh,
life.
she did that for
Really?
I'm in
a
the
lot of
moment.
people.
I'm in the moment on stage
Ruben,
and
yeah.
everything that happens in the room right now.
You know how she teaches you? Because the way I learned from her, she stops you when she doesn't believe you.
Yeah.
Like, you're doing a scene and it doesn't feel right. She's like, stop, cut. She's like,
Yeah.
I don't believe you. I don't
Yeah,
believe you.
yeah.
And sometimes you walk out of that class, you're like, I fucking hate her.
Oh.
But she teaches you
Oh,
what
I got
good acting is
to a
by
thing.
stopping you when you're doing it wrong. So then all of a sudden when it feels right, you're like, God, it feels good. It feels good. And you look over her, she's like, happy. To make her happy or to get a compliment from her was like the best thing in the world.
The great thing in the world,
Yeah,
greatest thing.
So-
you would walk out of that class like walking on cloud 9.
Yeah, and when you're real, when you're
Yeah.
real and in it, it's amazing. One time, her and I, like you just said, well, I did something and it wasn't going right. We got into a little bit of an argument or whatever, and then I sat down and the rest of the class was sitting. There must be 15 of us in the class. So this other girl goes up and she's like not there at all. And then Joanna totally called her out on it. She
Yeah.
goes, "Where are you? You're not even here.
Yes.
I mean, you're saying the words, but you're not here. You're not in the moment."
Especially theater actors
Yeah.
that came. Theater actors would come into the classroom.
Yeah, Broadway
And they
actors,
would
yeah.
be like really big. And she's like, honey, you're in a 15 by 20 studio. Who are you talking to?
Yeah.
Of course, they're like, hello. You know? She's like, hello.
Yeah, so I got into this thing. This girl wasn't bringing it, right? So Joanna says, Got donuts here now too. So Joanna says we had just, she respected me and I respect her. We've been through a lot, but, So she calls me over and she goes, Joey, come up here. She goes, provoke and evoke me. That was you got to be provocative and evocative. Evoke and provoke, right?
So you showed her your nipples?
No, well, close.
I'm not being rude. I'm just Googling what
I
the fuck
go,
those two words mean.
So Joey pulled out his cock.
No, I called her a cunt.
Oh!
I go, you're a cunt. She goes, I hate that fucking word. I said, I know you do. And then we were back and forth, but I provoked her and evoked her.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where it got really intense.
So
and we
that's
were
what you
real
got to
in the
do for the
moment.
kids. You got to call them cunts. When you go to listen, you little cunts.
Just
Emote.
give me one. Just give me 1 second.
Provocative and evocative.
Honey, don't let our 15-year-old watch a show now. You can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
didn't
could
know.
see it though how she helped you, Joey, because in your scene in Kevin Quaid when you were eating
The
corn,
like
I
nobody.
honestly believed that you were actually eating corn.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you know
And
what?
it was just
You were there.
Tony,
You were-
I was there. He was actually eating.
he
corn.
was right. I heard they
4
went through
years.
40 carbs.
Yeah.
Like normally actors will they'll have like a little spit bucket.
Yeah,
He
no,
was
not
eating. He ate like 4 ears of corn on the
Yeah,
cob.
and then we did the donut scene when I was the principal.
Oh, yeah.
She got fired. We did 13 donuts. So
We were all watching it as a watch party when Joey was eating the corn, and all 50 of us in the house, we put up a big tent, all went out for corn afterwards. It was that.
you went out for corn.
Well, it's that convincing. We didn't know you could eat corn.
Can I ask you a
Sounds
question?
like a
Imagine
captivating
the
corn
shit he
scene.
took
That's
afterwards.
right. Where do you go for corn? Where do you, what do you say?
The corn market over by the place.
Frankie's Corn Shack over on Merrick Road.
I like that Mexican.
You're a sponsor.
Is there like such thing as like a corn truck? Is it
Well, now you go out east, you get the roasted
Tito's Corn Truck.
we got hot corn, cold corn, spicy corn.
Put all the shit on the corn. A little bit of
Mexican corn.
Parmesan on the corn.
Corn
That's
on the
it.
cob, corn off the cob, which is like corn in a can.
Corn
Hey,
Parmesan.
when you go to California, you go to LA, they have like the Mexican cheese that they put on corn. You ever see them? They roll it in like this cream and cheeses and stuff like
Right.
that. It's
Oh,
pretty
dude, go
good,
to
man.
When I was in
Pops.
Texas.
Go to Pops in Long Island.
Where?
They have Pops right in Long Island.
I don't
on
know
the
where
water.
that is.
Oh, great
I
place.
think Long Island City, and it's on the water. It's on like they have sand in the background, but they have
Yeah.
like 16 different types of corn.
And it's called
Buffalo,
Pops?
Wow.
Pops.
Yeah, it's like, was it
All that corn.
It's like Oceanside, like
Yeah,
Long
yeah,
Beach
something like
area.
that,
When I was in,
Yeah.
when I was in San
Wow.
Antonio, they take the corn and they roll it in like this red powder shit, and you eat it. They got a corn truck.
That sounds
The corn
appetizing.
truck is in front of like Walmart. He sells corn and like
Corn.
horchata and
Love it, man. I
what's
love
that
it.
other stuff? Ices and stuff like that. But yeah, the corn they dip it in
You
this
know
red
what? I'm
powder.
a food truck guy, even in the city. See you later, Roach. Roach, you're gonna go to.
Bye, Roach.
Later, Roach.
So
Talk to you, Chris.
I love anything food truck. All I love the street meat, all of that stuff. When I work at Rachel Ray, right on the corner is 7th Avenue and 26th Street. There's a guy called Rafiki. It's the best. It's the white with the rice with the chicken and this white
Oh,
sauce. and
halal.
everything.
The halal
Oh,
truck.
the halal truck.
There's a line
my
wrapped around the
God.
block for that.
Some
thing.
of the street
Love it.
meat is the most underrated cuisine in the
Right.
whole entire city.
The only
Yeah.
problem I have with the street meat is where they go to the bathroom. They're there for
Right.
10 hours a day. They don't leave that truck.
They train
Dude,
themselves.
Where they
Dude,
going
listen
to
to me.
bed?
They shit in the food. It's okay. It's okay.
And don't wash their hands.
It tastes good. I don't get
There's no sink or toilet.
Nothing.
in the
No
truck.
Nothing.
sink,
Not
no
even
toilet,
like a bucket with a bag in it. Nothing.
bucket,
That's why you
there's
got to get
no
there
lettuce.
early.
Yeah.
You got to get there
gotta
early
really early when
before they go.
assuming
That's it.
they showered that morning. You don't even know when the last time
That's
they
right.
showered was. Oh man! So I had a great weekend with Mr. Gage over
Yes,
here.
we had a
did
lot of fun.
5 shows up at Stress Factory in
Bridgeport.
Bridgeport.
Nice.
Nice.
It's a
How'd
great
you get
club.
home last night?
Good, 95 straight through. It wasn't that
Okay,
bad. They
wasn't that
scared
bad.
the shit out of everybody.
Yeah.
Don't go through Stanford. The road is being blocked. Blah blah blah. I just drove right through. There was no problem
Nice,
at all.
nice.
But it was a great experience. Nice new club up there. He put a lot of money into it. It's a beautiful club. But you know, it's hard to draw it to Bridgeport because they're trying to transition the city that didn't have a very good reputation. It's like
Yeah, you just don't want to get shot.
Yeah, it's like
Well, they
saying,
fixed
putting
it
a
up
club
there.
in a-
You got to buy the hookers coffee over there now.
I gotta buy them.
Bridgeport.
Well, what's funny is you mentioned street meat. They have a different
Yes.
version
Hey!
of that in Bridgeport.
But it's like saying you want to put a club in the South Bronx. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's like people, but they're drawing people from Fairfield and Norwalk and all those other towns up there. And we had a pretty good crowds and everything was fun.
I think they're forcing them in by gunpoint.
That's what's happening. You know when a club is going to be good when comics are hanging out there already. Like
Yeah.
young comics
Yeah.
are hanging out there. It's a place to hang. Like, did you guys you used to hang out at the clubs all the time?
Oh, no.
How long you doing stand up, Tony?
Oh, for 22 years now.
22 years, Scotty. You?
I started, then I stopped, but back in the old East Side days, and everyone hung out at the bar.
And you got an
Yeah.
improv background too.
Yeah. So I mean, everyone hung out at Richie's, and then I was over at the old brokerage.
Gage, you got 20 years in, right?
Yeah, like
And
almost 29.
Anthony's the
29
new.
Yeah, I was gonna
Anthony's
say,
the new kid.
I've got a 8 months.
8 months. He's got 8 months, and he's
Oh,
got more
man.
followers than anybody else that have friggin' me.
It's
He's
just
blowing
because
up.
younger people know about social media.
Dude, you
like
make me laugh so
have
hard.
How do you pull that off? Because like I was wondering about that. Like there's
So-
guys that like they've been doing stand up like 6 months and they
Yeah.
got like 1 million
Well,
followers.
I did stand up 15 years ago, and then I didn't take a
Oh,
break.
you
I
did?
got married, and my fucking wife just said I can't do it anymore.
Right.
And but I'm like a numbers fanatic. I'm like the Italian version of Rain Man.
I got you.
So for a year straight, no, I'm serious. For a year straight, I literally had graphs, analytics, all written in my basement, and I would follow two comics that weren't nationally known, and I would track their social media, and whoever grew more, I would mimic what he was doing, and then I built a pattern.
And that was it.
Smart.
So I
You
mean,
could sell that. That's
Yeah.
like a
9 months, I think, combined on all platforms. I have over 100,000 followers.
Yeah,
but-
it's
amazing.
Yeah, but
incredible.
I mean, that's a business formula. But let me tell you something.
So that- wait,
this guy is fucking funny because when you watch
Oh,
his
yeah,
videos,
Oh, you
dude,
gotta
I am
see the one.
crying.
No, you gotta see the one I posted tonight. So
Yeah.
last night I go to New York Fight Exchange at the Resorts Casino, and a friend of mine had Joe Romeo had you could sponsor a corner, and they put your name on the cushion.
Right.
So he's like, oh man, I would love to have that fucking cushion. Five drinks in, I jump into the octagon after the fight, and I jump onto the rail, and I rip off the cushion, and I take it home. He leaves it in my truck. 3:30 in the morning, my wife slept it was just a perfect scenario. My wife sleeps at my in-laws because there was a possum in front of my house, long story. And she's like, I don't want to go in, there's a possum. I'm like, all right, it's not a fucking Rottweiler. So she sleeps at my mother-in-law's. So I got an empty house at 3:30 in the morning. I'm drunk with his pad. It's a huge pad. I have a video of me humping the pad, and in the background, it's Me So Horny by Two Live Crew.
Oh my God, that's funny.
My wife is not happy today.
No, but I like that. That's very funny. But I also am talking about the character stuff that you
Uncle
do.
Vinny, yeah, the old
Uncle
school
Vinny,
Italian.
old lady,
Yeah.
the old lady, and when you're in the car yelling at people, I can't begin.
It's
to tell you.
relatable. I mean,
Yeah.
listen, with social media, if you come out with relatable content, you can touch, like, you could, hit that spark or hit that nerve
Yeah.
from somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, people love that shit, but it's tough, man. Like, now that I'm doing it full time, everyone's like, oh, man, you got it made. You don't do shit but make videos. I'm like, you don't understand how hard it is to put a video out every day?
I
Yeah,
didn't
you have to
realize-
come up with something new every day.
Every day.
We were just saying that before you guys came in. We were saying how
Yeah.
people, what was it? People ask you, when are you playing next? It's not playing,
Yeah.
man. You guys work your asses
That's
off
the
to come
thing.
up with the
That's
original
that's the
material.
actual sentence of it. When are you playing that?
When are you playing next? Because I'm not coming to that one either.
Yeah.
No, you don't. and you guys have been around a lot longer than me, but the shit that, like, one lady reached out to me. She goes, when are you going to be in Jersey? I said, I'm actually meeting at the Stress Factory in New Brunswick in July.
Yeah.
She goes, that's like 30 minutes from me. You're going to be closer?
Really?
Why
I'm
don't
coming
you
to
open
your
up
house.
your fucking living room? Do you drive? Where do you work? Do you just work, live, and shop in a 30-mile radius?
You know, people.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Joe.
I'm sorry. Go
Or
ahead.
or they make it seem like they're doing you a favor.
Yeah.
Like, I'll tell you what. I'll come down next time. I'll help you out. Listen,
Yeah.
lady, I don't fucking care if you're coming out. I get paid
Or
the same
they
amount.
say to you, when are you on?
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
What time are you on?
I hate that.
Yeah.
Just
Come
come to
support
the
the
show.
right. Come support the guy opening for me.
everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
When am I on? I don't know. The show's between X and Y. Somewhere in between
If I
there,
came at
I'll be on.
8:56, do I catch you?
Yeah.
You know, if there's anybody listening to this show right now who's a little confused as to how to be an audience member, this is what you do. You come to a club, you trust the club. Just like you're going to trust a restaurant, that the food's going to be good. If you go there and the food sucks, you took a shot and it's over.
Yeah.
But you go to a reputable comedy club like this Governor's in Levittown, right? You come here, you sit down, you order some drinks, you order some food, and trust that you're going to laugh that night. I guarantee when you go to a decent club with a good reputation,
Of course.
Governor's, Stress
Absolutely.
Factory, there's a million of them.
None of those clubs
you're gonna
disappoint
laugh.
ever. They
no,
never
they're
They
disappoint.
never
Right, that,
disappoint.
yeah.
But don't make any requests. We're not coming to your house. We're not doing. Get
Yeah.
the fuck up and out. You know that's part of the problem.
I'm
Everybody
having a
wants to sit down.
barbecue on Labor Day. Maybe you could do your little skit there.
Can you-
for
Your
Your
everybody.
little skit.
I hate
I
that.
hate
They
the little
say
skit.
skit, man.
Absolutely. I
Can
get
you
that all
roast
the
my
time.
husband? He's an asshole.
I don't know.
I did a corporate show on a boat for around Christmas. It was they rented the boat for a corporation.
Yeah.
And a lady comes up to me after, goes, I don't usually like comedy, but you're clever.
Oh my God! I don't usually like comedy.
Yeah, I know that's real comedy. Then
That
she goes,
lady laughs at Schindler's List.
It's like the Naked Gun when they come out of the platoon laughing their
Then
asses
she
off.
turns
right?
to her friend and she goes, "Should I tell him who I am?" So she's name dropping herself now. She says, "Should I tell him who I am?" And I was like, "Yeah. All right, my daughter is Shakira's assistant.
Oh my God!
So you're basically nobody.
Yeah.
And your daughter
He's nobody.
is nobody
Your
also
daughter
running
is
around getting her
nobody
coffee.
also.
So you can't help me, right? All right. Thank you very
Right.
much. Thank you. Thank
My
you.
daughter wipes Shakira's
I like-
ass. All right.
I like the fact.
I'm clever.
Forget about who she is. I like the fact that she had to ask, "Should I tell
Should
her?"
I tell him?
Right. You know what? No.
Connie, should I tell him who I am, Connie?
Unleash it.
Let's not
Unleash
let
it.
that pertinent information get out. Of,
Should I tell him? I once bumped into Tom Hanks's crotch. How are you?
I met the man who met Andy Griffith. All right. I said it. I said it. I said it.
But
I can't believe-
how did you react when
I
she
can't
said
believe
that?
you told him.
You know,
Oh, really?
Really?
Wow.
You're Shakira's assistant's mother.
Oh, you're the one.
Is that how you reacted? I would have just looked at her and been like, "Good for you," and I would have walked away.
I just had to wait till the ink dried on the check before.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Well, yeah. If you didn't get paid
Yeah,
yet,
you
then
gotta
you
wait.
gotta wait.
You're the one we've been hearing so much about.
Listen, that's one
You're
thing.
Margaret? I've heard of you. Oh yeah.
That's one thing that I'm learning is when you're on social media, I try to stay engaged. I mean, we spoke about it last time. I try to answer everybody back. There's some people out there that should not be able to wake up and leave their house without fucking medication and supervision. I get messages, and whenever it's like 4 paragraphs long, I'm like, you know it's gonna suck, but you want to read it. And it always starts off, "I found your last video very funny. You're usually hysterical. You cheer me up, but I was highly offensive 32 seconds into the video." If you're counting the seconds when I like, do me a
that
favor.
for real?
Yeah.
I swear to God, here's my thing. I'll never tiptoe around comedy. If you could watch comedy and you're gonna analyze it, sit home, watch Steel Magnolias, and fucking stab yourself.
That's right.
Like, don't watch
That's right,
comedy.
man.
Watch My Girl and cry when he fucking gets killed by the bees.
Oh, you
Oh,
gave it
spoiler.
away. Spoiler.
Spoiler.
Oh.
And I don't think it's nice to make fun of me.
Like
when
a
I'm
movie
sitting
like
next
20
to you.
years ago.
I'm gonna give up the ending in Bonanza's finale, which my father still thinks are new episodes. He calls me on my way here.
Wait.
Dad, what's up? I can't talk. I'm on the way to a podcast and I'm doing mine after. Hey, it's no problem. You believe what happened yesterday afternoon? That wasn't an invitation to fucking speak.
Oh my
He
God.
goes, okay, call me later. I'm gonna be watching the next episode of the new Wanna Bonanza.
That's my father. That's my father. Wait, I could call him up. What are you doing? Oh, I got it. The Andy Griffith on. I'm watching the Andy Griffith. You know, everybody's dead on that show, Dad. Except Opie. He's the only one.
My mother, we used to watch The Honeymooners, right?
Yeah.
15 minutes into the show. Oh, I saw this one. It's a repeat.
Really?
They're not making a new one, huh?
He's always this to say, what do you got? Oh, the Jefferson on. I'm watching the Jefferson.
I'm like, what cable
Oh,
do you
yeah.
have that has this on primetime still?
You know what it is? It's me. It's
you
Me
watching the
TV.
Dumonts?
It's called Me TV. It's
Yeah.
on Channel 3.
Yeah.
And I actually watch it because I'm a big fan of the Rifleman.
Well, what happens
I
is the old people
no
love
shit.
CBS. They go
Yeah.
to Channel 2, they accidentally
Right.
hit 3.
And they're too
And they
tired
go,
to
oh,
change
God,
it.
Mannix. Oh, I can't watch. I got to watch this.
Let me tell you something. I grew up watching those shows. I'm the oldest of you guys here.
No, I'm
and,
the oldest.
You are. How old are you?
60.
You're 60.
God bless you. Age well.
Wow.
God bless,
You age well.
Timmy. I would
You
never
look
believe
great.
it.
Wow.
You look
Look
better
at
now than at
Look
30.
at Gage,
Cause
man.
sounds like
Gage
you.
lost the weight. He's got a
All the
tan,
years
he's
I
got
known
everything.
him,
Gage gets hits on.
I've
too.
never believed that he was
I'm
60.
telling you,
No way.
Never believed.
Gage gets hit on after the shows and stuff like that, but he's so humble. Like this weekend, we had a weekend. There was some beautiful girls up in Connecticut, and they're like looking at Gage and hey, walking over to him. Oh, thanks, ma'am. He's always so businesslike. You really are. I'm like, dude,
You would never know he's 60. How's
Never.
how's your urine flow?
everything's perfect.
Is it good?
Yeah.
You know what's the best thing? How he looks
my
so
water
good
and
is
stuff.
that his shirt matches his shoes. He got
was
pink
my
shirt
son. That
and
was my
pink
son.
shoes. You should let your kid dress you more often. 'cause
do.
you look
He looks
nice.
right.
He looks
Look,
right.
I
My
look like I
son-
just
my
got
son is
out of the
gangster.
bowling alley.
Yeah.
You're looking so nice. Look at
I thought it was
He
Miami
looks
Vice.
fantastic.
I thought it was Miami
Yeah.
Vice over
He
here.
has the whole Miami Vice
Yeah,
thing
but
going. Yeah.
but him, he takes care of himself. I don't know. You eat right, Anthony?
Yeah, I eat
All
right away.
All right. Yeah, right away.
Everything. Portion control is not
I
in my
know Scott
vocabulary.
takes care of himself. I'm halfway through these cookies already. I don't.
That's why I brought donuts. This way you don't eat all the cookies.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm looking to make a
Brought
fucking
donuts 'cause
sandwich.
he's a cop. That's why he brought donuts.
I'm staring at this going, if you take 2 crumbs and stick 2 chocolate chip cookies in between them, that would be a phenomenal sandwich, and then all we need is ice cream. The whole time, if you just see me daydreaming,
so
I
great,
should be
man.
450 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I almost am.
I'll out eat everybody in this
Well,
fucking
they-
room. It's disgusting.
They
Look
gave
what
me the
happened to me.
variety
I
pack.
hate guys like
Here's
that.
how
This is
fat
disgusting.
Yeah, I ate
Here's
14
how fat I am.
friggin'
I gotta
plates of
hurry.
money. Oh, come on.
All right, I'm gonna point this out.
My belly
Somehow we
button.
got to Joey's stomach
You're-
after the rifleman. I don't know how it got that, but that's what happened.
Can you pull that out again real quick? I just want to point something out. He likes food so much. That's the only belly button. Look, his belly button actually has a smiley face on it.
It looks like
I've
a belly
never
button's
seen
got a
that
belly
before in
button.
my
No,
life.
it popped out. I got a hernia now.
Oh,
Well, now I feel bad.
Jesus.
I have no appetite now.
That's so nasty.
That was beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful
That
thing.
is a beautiful,
It's-
beautiful
you know what?
belly.
It could, you say nasty, I say unique.
It's
I
unique.
say, was Rudolph the Reindeer's nose nasty? No, it was unique.
And yet he got bullied,
Let
and
me-
he
Right.
was the hero.
And he got bullied.
Got
and
bullied.
he had to kowtow down to the bullies.
Do you think?
and
Do you
then-
think he's a
Listen.
little light in the loafers, though?
No,
I mean,
notice nobody has brought any Nutella in to share with anybody.
No, well, I got.
You got a pallet. You got like this giant. You got
Rachel
800
Ray,
jars.
that was about a month and a half ago. Rachel Ray gave me. Rachel Ray. Oh, look at that! Marla Schulz just walked
Yes.
by. Oh my
Making
God!
a comeback. Hello,
Talking
Alan
about-
comeback.
Marla Schulz is one of the funniest comedians ever
She's
to work.
hysterical.
Can you hear me out there? She just walked by.
Can we grab her?
Can you hear me out
Yes.
there?
Oh, there
Come
she
in
is.
here,
Come in here.
Marla.
We're live
Easy.
on the podcast. Oh my God!
Hey, wait,
Marla, I love you.
Joey.
This is called Live from the Green Room. We were just talking about Joanna Bexon. You and I took the class together. We were just talking about that. Chris Roach
There's the
is in
man
here.
right there.
Yeah.
What about the remember the ketchup and the girl?
Get on a
Ellen?
microphone. Get on.
on.
Get on.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hand that microphone to
No,
her.
no, here he is.
Get him.
So Joey and I were in this class, and this girl Ellen Orchid, she's really funny. She had to do a sex scene, and she opened ketchup and she smeared it all over her body. And
Yeah.
you and I were like, "What the?"
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's hot, but that was
yeah.
great. And you totally came to my aid at the brokerage with Gary, that weirdo. Gary Smith.
Oh, the previous owner about 15 years ago.
Yes.
What
And do you
happened?
rem-
No, I
he
remember.
put me in a car with the youngest Alan Bursky. He put me in a
Right.
car with Alan Bursky.
Okay.
And Alan Bursky gave me a ride back to New York City, and he said, "Hey, if I buy you something, if I buy you some negligee, can I snort some coke off your boobs?" And I said, "Only if you let me pull off that really shitty toupee." But it was
Holy
really
shit.
no, it was really kind of scary, and you totally stuck up for me, and that's why I love you so much.
I love you so much. I don't even remember that story.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Thank you.
And
I
Tom
was-
Ingenu, whatever the guy's name is.
from Omnipop. He
Yeah,
works at-
yeah, you totally came. You are a stand-up guy. You're like the best, Joey.
Well,
I'm
thank
proud of you,
I
Joey.
love you. Thank you.
I love this man. And Tim,
Wow.
you're a funny fuck. Nice to see you.
I'm
can't
I'm
speak.
Tim's nephew.
Are you?
We,
But
this
anyway.
this is Anthony Rodia.
How are
He's a
you?
Hello,
great
Nice to
Anthony.
meet you.
comedian.
Pleasure.
He's got a great following. Scott Baker's here. Tony Walker.
You look
Tony
familiar.
Landolfi,
We
all
met
Long
a
Island
long time
guys.
ago.
But
Yeah.
we took the class, and Chris Roach was just in here. You know, he's a great actor as well as a great comedian, and he's teaching this class down the hallway right
nice.
now in the little room. And we were talking about Joanna Bexon, how she's as intense as Henry Winkler is on the Barry show with Bill Hader.
Yes.
And because my wife was like, "Wow, that's you do that in acting class." I said that and then some. And we were talking about the time. Were you there that time when I had to call her a cunt? I called Joanna a cunt.
Yes.
Because the one girl wasn't
Yes.
like it. She goes, "I don't believe you at all." Joey, come up here, and her and I got into it big time. She goes, "I want you to provoke and evoke, provoke and evoke,
Yes.
provoke and evoke," and it was like intense. And then finally she goes. And then at the end of it, she goes, "I hate you," and I go, "I love you," like that. But we were
Oh.
so into this thing. I mean, when you're acting, now you got to take the words of the script,
Right.
and you got to draw on your experiences to get to a crying moment. That's what real good actors do. But it gets intense sometimes where it changes your personality
Right.
for the better in my situation, because she made me real on stage and stand up.
Yeah.
You know, Joanna did.
Yeah.
You know, because now I know when I'm not real on stage, the audience sees you being
Oh, they
fake.
smell it.
They smell it. So you're
Like
she
a
taught me how to-
jackass who farted.
yeah, you gotta be real. You gotta take some acting classes if you're a stand-up comic.
So you're saying the real you is like extremely verbally abusive to women?
Not at all.
Oh,
Not
Joey,
at all. No.
Joey's
Joey knows how to
amazing.
be.
No, listen. I told you
Yeah.
before I met you. Everybody in Canada, everybody that I met in the business, they kept saying Joey Cola's like a fucking koala bear, and I just wanted to hug you.
okay.
So-
Joey's a good guy. Always had a problem. I mean, from way back, you could call him and ask him, "Joe, this, that, or the other thing," and he'd be like,
Well,
"Yeah,
listen.
well, you need to do this." But no, I learned from somebody else who I'm not going to say on the air, whatever. But sit
Oh,
down.
say it.
No, because he's not in the business anymore. He shouldn't be, whatever. But he did something wrong from what I heard, so I don't want to be associated with the guy. But for Joey, he said, "You don't critique."
I want to know
the
his
guy.
name so bad now.
I'll tell
I
you
got
off
everybody
the air.
curious.
I'll tell you-
Whisper it in my ear.
I'll tell you. Yeah, but it was you don't critique the material so much, but he helped you with your stance, what you should do, like business wise.
Yeah.
X, Y, and Z, and that is more important. Material you can write, material you
Here's
find,
the
whatever.
thing, man. No matter if you're a welder, you're a plumber, you're a carpenter, we're all here on this planet for a half hour. We're all dead in a minute. You understand?
Holy
Nobody's out
crap!
alive.
I'm wasting it with you
Here's the
fucking
thing.
guys.
Well, fuck it, I'm eating more cookies. Fuck it.
Here's
That
the
was really
thing.
deep.
We're here to help each other, not hurt each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I try to help as many people as I can in the short time I'm here, and then we leave. That's it.
And it does come back to you because I found when you help somebody, it feels good for you when you see them succeed.
You know what? I just watched
You are amazing.
Thank you, Marla. I appreciate
Can I
that,
just want to
baby.
go because I'm trying to like re-audition
You
for this club.
You
But
go back in the room.
Yes, you.
Have a killer set tonight. Joe Curry's out there too. From
I
the
just
Gumia
want to
show.
say one thing because
Yes.
now I have the microphone in my hand. The class, Joanna Beckson, made me cry in front of everybody because I was about 25, pounds heavier. I didn't look as fabulous as I look now, guys. I'm just letting you know.
really do look
and she
better.
goes, you're overweight, and it was the.
I remember. I was
and
there.
I bawled my eyes out. With that. Pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Pleasure.
She
letting me.
did it for a reason.
Thanks
She
for
got that
did.
emotion out you.
I got through that barrier and I
thanks.
stopped vomiting. It was awesome.
Good luck tonight on stage. Governor's Levittown. Marla Schulz is
We'll
going
see you
up
out there.
tonight.
Take care.
Joe Curry is here from the Cumia show. Oh my God, it's a great night to be here. We want to make
There's
this
a
a
million
thing, man.
comics in the green room right
Sunday
now.
night at
You can't-
Governor's.
There he is.
There's
Joe Curry.
Curry, come on
There
in.
he is.
Come on in.
Joe Curry.
Joe Curry's here, everybody.
What's up,
Great
Joe?
to have you here. Welcome to Live from the Green Room
There you
with
go.
Joey
Have a
Kola.
donut. Have a mic. I'm stepping out, guys.
You doing
Landolfini,
time,
get
Joe?
See you
that-
later.
give him that
Going on today?
microphone.
Yeah.
All right, see you out there.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your face in front of the camera just for a second. Let them see you. The other way.
right,
This side. This side.
The part with the lens, with the lens. Joe.
Yeah, there he is.
The fact that he thought we were doing this show and weren't showing ourselves
Yeah.
is that was great.
Camera.
That was great.
There's cameras all over this place.
We'll start with shapes and
Joe
colors,
Curry,
Tom.
how long you doing stand-up, Joe Curry?
22
22
And how
years.
long you been working cameras?
37 seconds.
Leave him alone. Listen, he's
I didn't know this is a cow. Look at that. I don't know.
He's like, what's this, a Polaroid?
James Bond stuff.
Take a ready pose.
Yeah.
Listen, don't
I gotta get the curtain. I'll put the curtain over your head.
All right, I can see.
Look at
Don't scare him off. Let him in here. You stupid. This guy's an important guy. He works on the Cameos show. Anthony Cameos show. You got the band going. What's the name of the band?
Fragile Sky. We're playing at Revolution this Friday.
Where's Revolution?
That's in Amityville.
Oh, right on Merrick Road
Yeah,
there.
Revolution.
Yeah,
Fragile
it's
Sky.
nice.
Check us
Good.
out. FragileSky.com.
Good.
Check it
How's
out.
the show going with Anthony Cumia, by the way?
It's going good. He's doing well. He's doing
Yeah.
well. You
I
know?
saw he just did BAB also.
Yeah, he was on BAB.
Yeah.
Did an interview there.
Yeah.
Then they're going to be doing
Yeah.
Comics of the Compound here on the 28th, Friday, June 28th.
Who's the comics going to be on the show?
What's going on? Gino Bisconti, Pat Dixon,
Right. Great comics.
Is Anthony
Aaron
going
Berg. I don't know.
His name is on the.
Yeah, I don't know. He's going to host it. I'm going to.
Wait, who'd you say? Who'd you say?
Aaron Berg.
Right.
Pat Dixon.
Right. Okay.
Who
And
else?
it's a Sunday night, you said?
No, it's a Friday night.
Oh,
Friday
okay,
night,
cool.
28th.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they're going to be doing a
A
podcast
lot
show.
of comics came through Cumia's show over the years, man. You
Yeah.
know, you got Artie, you got Norton, you got all those
I didn't
guys
go through it
back
because
in
Joe
the-
used to beat the crap out of me when I was a kid.
Joe Cumia did?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he-
Joe
his brother?
Cumia did, yeah.
What do you mean he beat the
They
crap?
lived like 4 houses down from me.
In
No,
Huntington?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's North.
Yeah, we all
Oh,
grew
you're
up
from
in East
Huntington?
Northport.
Yeah,
Yeah, for the
Oh,
neighborhood,
all
yeah.
right. And he used to beat the crap.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I was a prick, you know. We
Yeah,
played
but you're
baseball.
one
They're
of-
like,
you're
he's out.
on-
He's safe. You're fucking saving him in the
Aren't
bank.
you one of
I was an Irish guy. I don't know how to fight. You know?
Hey, aren't you one of like 7
Skinzo,
kids
son of a
though? Didn't you?
bitch.
Did you
Yeah.
have an older brother that might have came to
No,
your
my
rescue?
brother. No, he was an altar boy. He was like, you know,
You got to fight.
you know, don't turn the other cheeks, Tim. You should turn the other cheek.
But it's going good. The show's going good over there.
His,
with Anthony?
his show's doing really good. Very good. Very good.
So
Very
you're doing
good.
all right. You doing a set here tonight?
Yeah, I'm doing a set here. Also, I got my own show.
What is it?
Davin's Den with Davin Rosenbach.
Oh, you
Davin's
do that in Jersey?
Yeah, we're live every
Jersey?
Tuesday. Well, actually, upstate. We're up in Orange County. So I go up there
Orange County?
every
Yeah.
Tuesday. Yeah, so we're live 6:30 to 9:30 Davinsten.com.
Every Tuesday night.
Every Tuesday night. Yeah,
nice.
we do a 3-hour
and
show.
they can see your show there, right?
Yeah, yep,
See
yep,
it
yep.
and hear it, right?
Yep. So
All right,
actually,
cool.
no, it's not. We don't do a visual. We tried.
Yeah.
Well,
We didn't have a
obviously,
place
you don't
for
know how
it.
to work
Well,
the camera.
Yeah.
That's half the.
That's
That's
why-
half the reason.
See this guy, and Sallie right in there?
Yeah.
That's my two right hands right there.
Oh, great.
They took care of everything. They got the cameras. They got this going on. And Tony's got his own show going on. He's got the murder mystery thing, improv stuff. This guy's got a million things going on,
Nice,
too.
nice. Good
So
to be
I'm
busy.
blessed
Nice.
to have
Nice to see
these two with me on this show with
Thank
you
you.
Yeah,
guys, too.
nice to
Thank
be
you.
busy. Nice to be busy.
Anyway, so anybody else want any last comments before we get the hell out of here? I don't want one of these podcasts going to last an hour and a half.
I got you.
I do it a half hour. It's Sunday night. I want to go home and soak
I
my
feel really
feet.
confident about doing an hour now after you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now you're saying I should just name the show "We Linger." That's great. It's great, Joey. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's always good to be here.
How would your father say it? How would you?
My father,
How would your father
he
say?
wants me to teach him how to use a fucking iPad over the phone. He goes, Anthony, I really feel I should watch my son live. How can I watch? I said, go to govsradio.com. He goes, okay, so hold on. Let me see how do you turn this fuck iPad on? I said, forget it.
You gotta listen. See his show from last week here.
Yeah.
He called his father. He sounds exactly like that.
Oh, it sounds like that.
100%.
Exactly.
100%.
You're
Wait
not
till-
playing with the character at all.
No,
That's him.
that's my father.
But
Yeah.
the best part was, if you don't mind me saying,
Yeah.
he calls his father in advance. He says,
Yeah.
Dad, I'm going to call you. You're going to be my first guest on Govs Radio.
Yeah.
So, oh, yeah, that'd be great. We have a conversation. That'd be
He
great.
tells me how a conversation works. I go, just be calm, just talk. He goes, yeah, you speak to me, and I respond to you speak. So that's exactly how a fucking conversation works.
So he gets him on the phone, right? We're live on the air. He gets him on the phone. It's
Right. You do me, I'll do my father.
Hey, Dad, we're live on the air. How you doing?
Yeah.
So, Dad, how's it going? What are you doing?
Okay.
Dad, you have anything that you want to talk about? We're live on the air.
All right.
Dad, remember before I told you we were going to have a conversation, Dad? You remember?
It's what you said.
All right, Dad, thanks a lot.
I'm like, what? You gotta tell. Fuck! I'm not calling to borrow the ladder. You're on a show. I'm like, what?
I'm looking at him, I'm like,
I was dying.
Oh my God! Tell them. I hate. I always ask you to do this.
no, again.
Tell him about the thing that he saw in the yard.
Oh, I got a better thing.
The bird.
I got a better one.
All right.
So when I'm on stage, I'll do stories about how one letter with an off the boat parent, one letter gets mispronounced wrong, fucks up the whole word,
Right.
sentence, situation.
Yep.
When I was a kid, I used to go to Home Depot with my dad. He was in construction. I would love to go to Home Depot because when he could mispronounce a word and ask for help, I didn't know I was going to do this full time back then, but it happens to be material now. So we were redoing my bathroom. We had to
Right.
recaulk the
Yeah.
tiles.
Uh-oh.
When I heard how he pronounced cork, he goes, "You want to come to Home Depot with your father?" Yes, I do. We go to Home Depot. I swear to God, a fucking big black dude comes up. Yeah, can I help you? He goes, yeah. I'm gonna do the tile in my bedroom. Where you got your cock? So I had to tell the guy what my father was really saying because he was about to tell him to go fuck himself. I said he wants cork. He's got a heavy accent. He was like, oh shit. He goes, what's your problem? Okay, listen, here's my problem. I don't want a little cock because then I gotta get a 3 or 4, 5. It's a waste of money. What's the biggest cock you got? The guy. I've never seen a black dude turn red in my life. But you're talking about the story upstate.
The story upstate.
So we have a country house. My father
in the wooded area, right?
Yeah. Me and my cousin were 15. We're in the house. He goes, Anthony, come outside. Look, they're fucking. It's the most beautiful thing you never see your wife. My cousin looks at me. My father's a big hunter. He goes, did your father just say they're fucking and we're the only 3 people up here? I said... He couldn't have said that. I said, Dad, what'd you say? Come outside, they're fucking. You're going to miss it. It's almost finished. So I'm picturing 2 animals having sex.
Right.
I go outside. My father's standing in the middle of a field looking up. And I go, Dad, I'm looking in the woods. I'm like, who's fucking? He goes, oh, what's your mouth when you're talking to your father? No, you said they're fucking. Anthony. It's a beautiful. Look at the falcon. I said, that's a falcon. That L is very important in the word falcon. He can go on and on, my father. Man,
I
the
see
shit that
this
he's
guy.
saying.
I see this guy. That's a sign of a
But
great
Tony,
comic
when
too,
I
man,
called
you can
him,
pull him off.
when I called him, Tony's eyes lit up like my eyes
Yeah.
lit up when I did his podcast and he took his leg off without fucking telling me he had.
I don't know what the big
No.
deal.
Yeah, you were on his.
But he just took. I'm what? He goes like that,
Rest your drink. I mean, it's just.
and I'm like, oh my
You
god.
take a nap,
the
you just
leg.
rest your head. It's beautiful.
I was like, oh shit, he's a contortionist.
Give me the leg.
Give me the
Pass
leg.
the leg around.
Oh, you know what? Here, look. Oh, I got a new. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. Look, I'm like a walking billboard now.
Oh,
Knock
look
it
at
down.
that! Come over
wow.
here.
Is that a
Come
tattoo?
over here. Put it on here. Put it on here. Put it on here.
Look.
Up there?
Knockin' Day Comedy. That's what we're called. That's my murder mystery.
Man, you really got a
Right,
leg up
there
on
you
this show, I'll tell you.
Look at that.
You
God
guys don't
bless
have a
you,
leg
man.
to stand on. This time.
All right, listen. On that note, we're gonna say goodbye. Tune in next Sunday. We'll be here again, live from the green room at Governor's. You never know who's going to stop by. We'll have comics here, writers, actors, people from all sorts of show
Jugglers.
business.
Yeah,
Jugglers. Listen to Anthony and Rodia right after me.
Thank you.
GhostRadio.com. Go see Gage wherever he is. What are you plugging? You got something?
I don't do nothing.
He don't do nothing. Joe Curry, hit them all.
Davin's Den, 6:30 to 9:30 on davinsden.com every Tuesday, and my band Fragile Sky playing at Revolution in Amityville Friday night. Check
And
it
my
out.
favorite bit that he does is about ketchup.
Yeah.
Funny fucking thing. Tony Walker, Sallie, thanks for being here. Thanks for listening and watching.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
We just signed a summer for Woodlock, so we got that going.
Oh, we doing Woodlock Pines?
Yeah, we got Woodlock every week. We
Who's
got rock.
going up there? Who's doing it?
We got me and Alan and me and Vinnie Mark also going up to Woodlock. We're going up to.
Tell Vinnie Mark I said hello.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't like you. No, totally will. And we're doing a Rocking Horse Ranch too. So we got that every
So
week.
if you
throughout the
guys go to
summer.
those places over the summer, chances are you're going to see Mr. Scott Baker and his group doing all of that stuff, entertaining you guys. Was there a phone call that we were supposed to take?
There was a
Was it-
call. I hit it, and I was letting you guys finish the thought, but then the phone call dropped. They left.
All right. So the
Thank
one
God this isn't
person,
911. Holy smokes.
the one person who decided to call in of the three that are listening and watching this show,
Take the call.
do it again next Sunday. See you later, guys.
Bye-bye.